We have to beat one team to get into the Europa League. And which team is it going to be? These are the teams that it could be. I just don't want RB Salzburg, Fenerbahce, AZ. I'll say that's probably it. The rest I would take. Let's jump into it. And we're straight off the bat. First team. Oh, for goodness sakes. But before we play RB Leipzig, we have made transfers to start the season, our third season with Queen's Park, after last season coming third in the Cinch Premiership. The Cinch Premiership. Before I go over those transfers as well though, can you please smash the like button on today's video where we're going to be simulating through the entirety of the third season and hopefully the Europa League season. Smash the like button if you're enjoying the series so far, and can we please smash 15 likes, lowering the bar with every single episode. So, the transfers that we made start from last season. First of all, we brought in 3 youngsters that I thought were going to have a better potential, but they didn't. So, there's a reason they were released by their clubs, obviously. We sold some players as well. Lindsay has left the club for 200k. Happy to get that after a free signing last season. Then Robson has left the club for 250k. A bit sad to see him go. He's been at the club for a long time, all the way down in League 2, but it just wasn't needed anymore. Bruce is getting better and better, and there's options for his price range that we could easily get in, and it would be a better player. Next up, Tizard, finally got rid of him. Never been of quality, so happy to sell him. And the signings for this season are what we want to talk about. But you know I'm going to talk about the sales first, boys and girls. Soji has gone out on loan. Give him some match time. Irwin has left the club for 600k. Could have potentially gotten more if I'd sold him earlier on. But hey, you take what you can get. A youngster has left for 10k. Alex Grieve, one of our first signings at this club, left for 96k. Not so good last season. Really good the season before that. But just growing out of the team, again, not quite of the quality anymore. Sabald, definitely our first money signing for 115k. We've made a little bit of a profit, again, just not of the quality anymore. A bit gutted to see him go, but he was getting older, wasn't getting any better. Happy to cash in while you still can. Camper Bartle, again, one good season, but better options out there. And I've signed those better options, so happy to get rid of him for 100k. O'Shaughnessy, again, better options out there. He was kicking up a fuss last season, 4k of wages. Happy to get that off and get 200k as a bonus as well. McKenna, again, just not good enough anymore. 24k in the bank account, not going to complain about that. Long has gone out on loan because he was kind of just a temporary fix, if I'm honest. I probably should have signed him for only 6 months in hindsight, but his wages are going to be out until the end of the season, and then we're just going to let his contract expire. So it's basically like he's already left the club. And same with Turner. He's fully getting paid for in terms of wages, and at the end of the season his contract's going to expire and he's going to leave the club. But the signings are what you want to know about. So the first one is Liam Scales coming in from Celtic, which I feel is a pretty decent signing considering the fact that he hasn't played that many games in the Cinch Premier League apart from his loan spell at Aberdeen, but has played for QPR, got some experience in the top flights, and he's got decent stats, a good rotation option for us, and he is a perfect Robson replacement. Next up, we're bringing Ryan Yates. So much experience for this man, even at the top flight, Premier League, 26, 22, 2 appearances there, mate. He is incredible, and we have brought him in on a free for just £7,500 per week. Very happy to get him on our books, and his stats are still magnificent. Only 27 years of age as well. I cannot believe he managed to, we managed to sign him. I can't believe he picked us. Happy to take him. Michael Keane, another one that I feel like we're getting a steal with him. 4k per week for a starting centre-back, 32 years of age, and this is the only older player that I'm signing this transfer to. Well, I'll say that now, and I actually don't know if that's true. I might end up signing another one later on, but I was very close to signing Danny Welbeck too. But I think I've gotten to a bit of a habit of signing these older players and then just selling them after a season, not making that much profit. I think I just want to start getting those younger players, improving the team, and making sure that we can actually turn a profit in the future. So this is definitely going to be one of the last older players we bring in. Jose Tutu is a perfect proof of the fact that we're trying to get those younger players in. 7.75k per week is quite a lot, but he has experience in the Bundesliga. He's a really good player on paper. He's He's got that right back ability, and he's a lot better than Camperbattle, who we just sold, obviously. Very happy to bring him in. Troy Parrott, again, a decent wage. Probably more of a rotation option, this man, but still really good. 23 years of age, still could improve. £6 million worth of value. Very happy to bring him in, and he is a decent signing. Next one, a left back with a great potential. It's just one for the future. And another French player, it's Michu, who I think I might be saying that incorrectly, but I've definitely had him in an FM save before, and it's bothering me. Cannot think of what the save was, but he is good. And he is that advanced playmaker, deep line playmaker, maybe even box-to-box midfielder. He's a really good option, and as a free signing for just £6,500 per week, it's a bargain. He has not played any games for PSG professionally. Oh, actually, he has way back in the day, but anyway, he's still got the ability, despite the fact that he hasn't played a lot of games, and he started with a 7.2, so can't complain about that. Leaving our squad now for this game against RB Salzburg, looking like this. We've tweaked the tactic only in the roles for players. The Bannon is still the ball-winning midfielder. Yates is now box-to-box, and Sensi is an advanced playmaker on attack because of course Sawyer has left the club with his contract expiring. And we have actually played that first leg. 2-2 draw at home. Not ideal. Not terrible, but not great either. It's put the ball in their court for sure, with them being at home for this next game. And fingers crossed we can manage to get a result there, because otherwise we're going down to the Conference League. And the Conference League is still really good for us, but Europa League is where we want to be. And in fairness though, I think we could be trickling out of the Europa League if we do get into it. So maybe Conference League is more our level, but we'll see what happens. Either way, we've got European football this season. I just wish we didn't have to draw at RB Salzburg, potentially like the third best team in that draw. But the start of the season, in terms of the Cinch Premiership, incredible. 3 wins, 1-0, 3-0 and 4-0. No goals conceded. McKenna still staying at the club, obviously. Going to be that rock in the goalkeeper spot for a long time. Bruce, we've just signed for another contract, which is starting at the end of this season. So, we only have to pay him £675 for a wee while longer. But then that one has like a £12 million release clause. Not chuffed about it, but I couldn't do anything to get rid of it, and I didn't want to upset him. So yeah, this is the team that we're going with for this game, by the way. Normally, I would want Zarzana on the right wing spot. Even if we didn't have Zarzana, I'd want Thomas on the right wing spot, but they're both tired, so Malay comes into the squad. Still have not seen the best of this man. Hoping that we see it today, and potentially the most important game of this entire series, and potentially Queen's Park's existence. No, that's not true. Queen's Park are a really old squad, so it's probably not true. They probably had a really important game like back in 1890. So I'm not going to say that actually. But it's pretty much our best 11. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, it's just Molay that we wouldn't want to have out of the starting 11. Michu was into the team. I'm definitely saying that wrong. I've got to be saying that wrong. There's no way it's Michu, but anyway, I'm going to keep going with it. Eduard Michu. He is not registered in time. I don't know if I just said that before, but yeah, he's not quite in the squad yet. So fingers crossed we can still come away with the result. Obviously, we're playing this game, and then I'm going to simulate until the end of the transfer window, update you on it. Maybe just the end of the January transfer, it just depends. But you know how this works. Like the whole season is being simulated in this episode. I don't want to make it too long, but there is the music playing, and there is their team. This man we were trying to sign, Gay, I know is a good player, obviously. I feel like we all know about Idrissa Gana. They're not a whole lot better than us on paper in terms of players I know, which is always maybe not the best way to judge another team, but I can't recognise that many players, but they're just outplaying us at the moment, and with that first leg, we were lucky to come away with a draw, and they're attacking us straight away in this second leg. 30 seconds gone, and that ball came into the mixer, and they almost got a toe onto it, but they're attacking us once again. Terzic, I know, is a good player too. I had him in a save not long ago. He's running down the left-hand side, trying to get a ball into the mixer. Does get it. McKenna has no chance of reaching that because it's gone way over the bar, luckily for us. But it's not starting off how we would want to start it off. Whether or not I should be going for a different tactic is a question that's probably valid to be asked, but I don't know what else would go with, if I'm being honest. It's like, if I tried something new, it could work, but it could very easily just be 10 times worse. And if I'm honest with you, I think it'd be more likely to be 10 times worse. So we just kind of got to hope and pray we win this game against the run of play, and it might come from a highlight soon. They have a free kick and put it just over the bar, luckily for us, but 15 minutes to go in this first half. And I mean, kind of the longer we keep it 0-0, the better, isn't it? I mean, that means we could potentially, not probably, get a smash and grab in the last couple of seconds. I mean, we're not out of this game. I'm talking like we're like being dominated. We're getting shots. We've got some possession, but they are clearly just a bit better in a couple of areas in terms of the stats that we're seeing. And here's them on the ball again. I am going to have to change it if they score, and they have scored. They have just scored as I'm saying that. Idrissa Gana Gueye, the man that we highlighted at the start of the game, has scored a goal. I'm going to do a subtle change, a positive mentality switch. Maybe it was just the negativity that we had at the club. Make it positive, see how it goes. But we're definitely going to have to find a way to go back onto the front foot. It's not a good start. Okay, well, let's play this for just a little bit longer. See if anything happens. No highlights coming our way so far, so potentially going to get one here as McKinstry can't play it through to Clark Harris. Clark Harris with the double in the last game to make it 2-2. If he could just get one with his quality at some point this game, that would be great. But now we have to go proper attacking because currently we are not going to the Europa League. And the more I think about it, the more I just wish we drew any other team. I really do feel like we've been done super dirty here by FM. But I'm going to have to try and find a way back into it. I feel defeated because they just are better than us, aren't they? I don't know what to tactically do. I mean, Cincy as a deep line and playmaker on support, he can't really play that defensive role. We're going to have to get another attacking midfielder on. Let's get Thomas on and move Molay into the cam spot because we don't really play with a cam anymore, so we don't actually have one on the bench. I mean, Yates can do it, but I don't back him. I prefer to have Molay in there, but Molay has been terrible. He's been horrific. I'm putting faith in Molay. I don't know what I'm on, boys and girls. I'm nervous. I'm worried. I'm not feeling good. We're losing by 2 goals at this current point in time. We need to get something from somewhere. I don't know. I don't feel like anyone's an upgrade to bring on. Maybe just that for now. Just that for now. Let's not panic too much. And I'm only really bringing Bannon off because he's less attacking. We need more attack at this point if we're going to get back into this game. And at least we saw a ball get collected by the goalkeeper, even though I'm almost 100% certain it's going to result in an RB Salzburg attack. I do think maybe we're going to get conceded. I don't know where I was going with that at all, boys and girls. I'm going to level with you. Got halfway through that sentence, don't know what I was talking about. Honestly, not even like a jumble of words, just kind of did not know where the sentence was going. It wasn't even like genuinely. It wasn't like I knew where it was going to start with either. I just kept talking, and a good YouTuber would edit it out, but I will not. I will not. It's raw footage here at the Raxo FM channel, and raw bad content as we look to be going out of the Europa League very quickly. As soon as we had hoped to get in, it's going away. John Joe Shelby is coming on. Still has great stats. I mean, maybe not like the best player on paper, but again, he's got good. No, he's good on paper. He's good on paper, but bad performances is what I should be saying. 6-pack. This physical is probably why. Maybe I should be bringing on less technical players and just going for pace. Like that's I don't know. I've just made 2 stoppages. I've got 5 subs in my back pocket. I've made 2 stoppages to make 1. That's so unlike me. Anyway, we've got the ball. That's a positive sign. Absolutely defeated here, boys and girls. Got no idea what to do. I think that right back we were trying to sign as well, and he's gone to them. Probably a good decision on his behalf, and they've scored again. There's no way we're going through to the Europa League, boys and girls. Horrific signs for us there. Conference League, I will admit, probably more our level, but I feel so unlucky that we've drawn. I keep whinging about it. How have we drawn like the 3rd hardest team, in my opinion, in that draw? There were so many easy ones, and we just deflected them all. First team up as well. First team up. It's not even like a couple of them were gone, and we disappointing to say the least. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, and today we're definitely losing some. We're fighting to the last though. Hopefully we see a highlight for us at some point during this game. But it still keeps looking like they're just attacking us out on this right-hand side. Going to get a ball into the mixer. They find a man. He's wide open. Bruce has made a great tackle there, but it just keeps coming. Pressure's on. And Idrissa Gana Gueye makes it a double on the night. And, that's pretty much all she wrote for our Europa League dream. Let's just give Willocks a bit of a game out there. Willocks is a youngster with great potential, so we'll give him a crack out there. I don't know. Let's get Tutu off, Jose Tutu off, Ferguson on. Those are all my subs. I just realised. Yep, cool. 10 minutes ago, 5 shots. I mean, you can't even say they deserve to get the 4 goals either. We've been done dirty in a lot of ways here in this game, but I don't know. We haven't really shown anything to suggest we were going to score either, so I can't really be whinging that much. But it's difficult, isn't it? It's frustrating when you feel like you could be in that competition. But I guess if this is the level, we've got to be. It's a goal for next year, isn't it? It's a goal for next year. Currently, we're in Champions League spots. Yeah, we're miles off that at this current moment in time, but hey, goals. That is what we're aiming for. I'm just happy to be in European football, but a little gutted to have, lost by that much. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm fuming with that result. You've lost 4-0. You haven't even given yourself a half-decent job. But look at the other teams. Like, come on. Like, you're really telling me, like, we couldn't have versed, like, a Zurich. They haven't even beaten Zurich. Hearts, hey, you suck. You're terrible. But again, at least we're going to the Conference League, and we have our fixtures right here, right now. No, this is definitely more our level. I feel like that's a win. Potentially a loss. That's a win. Well, probably a good thing. Blessing in disguise in hindsight. What's the Europa League going? Oh, mate, they're good. They're good teams. They're good. Yeah, we're not at that level. We're not at that level. Yeah, this is our level. Conference League. We're just happy to be here. Happy to be here, and you guys are happy to be here in the Rex FM YouTube channel. So smash the like button, subscribe if you're new around here. I'm not ending the video, by the way, so don't get simulating the whole season. It did sound like an outro though, didn't it? We'll come back. Nah, I don't think I'm going to make that many transfers. We'll come back into the January transfer window. Tell you how we're going. Conference League, hopefully it's gone well. The only transfers that we made in the transfer window was we loaned out Soji after bringing him back from loan because he wasn't getting enough game time, and then loaning him out to another club. Jack Turner officially is left on a free. I think I messed things up. I think his contract had expired, and I loaned him out, and then it kind of glitched, and then eventually I just got rid of him. But yep, he's gone. That's an important thing. John Joe Shelby has also left the club for 130k, which I'm pretty happy to get that kind of a fee for a player that was okay for us. Better this season for sure, but still a bit average. So happy to get those wages off the bill. And I did want to sign someone. Just the perfect person didn't pop up. I had to pause the recording there because a sneeze was coming, and I hope you can't notice it, but me talking about it obviously means that you did notice it. But anyway, Jota was the only real player that came up that I was like, yeah, you would be amazing. But if we go to try and sign him, well, it doesn't let me do it because I tried to sign him and it didn't work. He wants 40k, so that's just not happening. So this is still the team. It is a good team. It's doing a good job this year, and we can see that from our league table position, 2nd place, which is outrageous. I cannot believe we're doing this well this year. Miles above from Rangers. Celtic is the only competition we have, and we don't even have like a star player this year. We're just generally playing really well as a unit, getting a lot of like 1-0 wins or like, scrappy 2-1 wins, just getting across the line in games where we really should be getting across the line. Oh, and we won a trophy. The Viaplay Cup is ours, by the way, boys and girls. We beat Hearts in the penalty shootout. Their goalkeeper ended up missing the penalty, I think, to give us the win. Stoked about that. Absolutely chuffed. There's a wee trophy in the cabinet. The Conference League, we went unbeaten. We are through to the next round without having to play the annoying first knockout stage. We have some, less congested matchday fixtures. So look, no losses. We beat some teams that I didn't think we were going to beat. We drew to some teams I thought we were going to beat as well. But still, good results coming out of this team. And I'm very excited to see how the end of the season is going to go. Obviously, we're going to have that split halfway through. So at the end of the year, we're going to only be versing this top half of the table, who looks like it's going to involve these 5 teams and then maybe one other team in there. But we're definitely in the right area. Soon enough, we're going to have that Conference League round of 16, so that will be coming very soon. And I'll update you on all of this stuff at the end of the season. I'll tell you if something amazing happens, like in a bit, but I don't think that. It's probably just tell you what's happened at the end of the season, if I'm going to level with you. Champions League is in our grasp, but we just need to get a draw against this Rangers side at home. At least. A win would be fine. A loss would not be okay, because it would mean their goal difference would go above ours, and, points would be the same. Since last time we saw each other, we got knocked out of the Europa Conference League in the stupidest 2 games I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at this game. 1-1 draw. Domination. Very, very annoyed about that. Second game. Okay, it doesn't look so good on paper. 3-1 loss. And the XG does suggest we deserve to lose. But for ages, it was like us 1.2 XG to their 0.5. And they scored. And it was annoying. Very annoying, boys and girls. But since it's turned into the split league, we haven't done great, and we had about a 6-point gap at one point to Rangers, and we bottled it. So we lost to Celtic here, beat Hearts 1-0, lost to Hibernian, and then drew to Aberdeen with a 82nd minute equaliser. Actually, we're 3-0 down, and we brought it back, which was pretty impressive. But still, I would have expected us to win it before this game. But this is the game to get us European football, Champions League. We've got Europa League guaranteed. 3rd place is locked in. But 2nd place, come on, it's a step in the right direction. It was a long time ago that Celtic ran away with the title, by the way. So, yeah, it's not that much of a disappointment to be in the position we're in. 2nd place, Champions League, please. Parrott is starting up top because Clark Harris is a little bit tight. And I also think Parrott just might be a bit better now. If I'm being completely honest with myself, I think he is better. The physical stats are just hugely in his advantage now with the pace, the natural fitness. Mentals and physicals are still mentals and technicals are still kind of similar, but I don't know. I'm backing Parrott for this game. McKinstry, Zarzana, Sensi, Michu, Bannon, who is not looking so good in the potential department. It makes me very emotional. He's turned 22 and he's now not considered to be 5-star potential at all. So Bannon might not be starting next year. Tutu, Keane, Fox, Bruce, McKenna. Bruce might be leaving at the end of the year because I've signed him stupidly on a new contract for £12 million release clause. So I'm going to try and re-sign his contract as soon as he signs that new contract to get rid of the £12 million release clause. Oh, and McKenna, he's wanted by Bayern. And it's a major active interest. Not chuffed about that. It's been a good season though. Let's end it with a high. And it would feel like a bit of a bottle job if we didn't get Champions League from here. A draw is all we need. And this is the team that we are versing. Let's have a look at this Rangers side. We're at home, which of course is a huge advantage. I know we've done okay against Rangers at least once this season. But they are just on paper a whole lot better than us. Cantwell, Danilo, Yilmaz, all great players. I don't think they really have a weakness in their squad, if I'm being honest with you. So we kind of just have to hope we get the luck of the draw here. And 2 shots to start off with isn't going to hurt anyone. 30% possession is probably going to hurt us though. 45 it's gone up to. That is a lot better stat. But anyway, 0-0 draw. We'll take this as the final score. Just putting it out there. 20 minutes gone. Pretty happy with the scoreline right now. Doesn't seem like either team are taking a strong foothold in the game until it swings into 64% possession our way, and we have a corner. Sensi puts it in. Keane can't get his noggin onto it properly. Does get headed away, but they don't have anyone up, so Zarzana easily collects it. By the way, been a great right wing. Still want a better right wing. Penalty, 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 penalty. I'll finish the sentence. Still want a better right wing next season, but he has been great this year. Nearly the top assister. Penalty though. Penalty. Penalty. Is Sensi taking it? No, Zarzana is taking it. Clark Harris has been taking our penalties this year and he's missed a lot. Zarzana does not miss there in the most important game of the season. 14th goal for the year. And this man is definitely going to be a great rotation option for many years to come. Only 23 years of age as well. Yeah, I love what Antonio Zarzana brings to the table. His average rating suggests he should be a much higher star rating than he is. 8 goals, 12 assists. 7.23. Only good Cinch Premier League player. Sorry, Kinch was what came out of my mouth, but I meant Cinch. But anyway, 30 minutes gone. I should be celebrating. I should be focused on this game at hand, not talking about Zarzana. Well, I mean, Zarzana did score, so that's kind of on topic. I'll give myself that. I'll give myself a pass there. But 45 minutes gone, and this is exactly what we need. A lead at this current moment in time. If they score, it's still us going through to the Champions League. So let's fingers crossed that we can do exactly that, get the draw or the win. 50 minutes gone, and there's not a whole lot of football left to play. They have not had a lot of shots either, and we've still got more possession, but you'd expect to see a tactical change that would see them go in a slightly more attacking formation very soon. And with 65 minutes gone, I'm going to make substitutes myself to try and make sure we hold out. Ben Willox is coming onto the pitch. He has been a very good rotation option this year. 6.94 average rating, 5 goals, 2 assists. Really good youngster. Hoping that he reaches his full potential eventually. Thomas has also been a really good rotation option too. Would like to sell him because he has a high value. But still, 10 goals, 10 assists, mate. He can be very hard done by to not be getting more starts because he is playing well when he comes onto the pitch. So 2 fresh wingers, giving us a bit more width, a bit more pace, a bit more experience, talent. I don't know if it is experience or talent, actually. It's, there's substitutes for a reason. But anyway, they've come on, and hopefully they do a good job. Hitting the woodwork there from Parrott. Never really was expecting that one to go in, to be fair, but would have been nice if it rippled into the back of the net. 6 shots to them now. No change in formation as things stand, but 10 minutes to go. Surely we're getting into the Champions League here, boys and girls. This is an incredible result, by the way. 3rd season, first season promotion through the playoffs, by the way. 2nd season, 3rd place in Europa League football, leading to Europa Conference League football semi-final, by the way. And 3rd season, Champions League with 2nd place finish, topping Rangers with a win on the final day of the season. You can't argue with the results that we're bringing to this club, boys and girls. Michu is coming off for Weir, and I think that's all the subs I'm going to make. I might just leave it there. 3 subs, that's pretty small for me, but I think that's all I need. 6 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, and the clock is ticking away. We're not seeing a whole lot of highlights, although as soon as I say that, we see a highlight. Bannon's on the ball, and this man still is performing great. I feel bad that he's probably not going to be starting next season, but he's going to be a rotation option. Mark my words, he's going to be at the club for a long time, just like I hope this Willox man is going to be at the club for a long time, building his reputation and potential. But unfortunately for us there, he can't finish his dinner. And if he did, you would think would be guaranteed to be going through to the Champions League. Well, qualifiers at least still. We didn't even get to the Europa League, so Champions League qualifiers might even be more difficult. But I think we've done it. Full-time whistle has sounded, and the Champions League is in there. And I've kind of just randomly spiked my noise there. So that would have been fun for headphone users. But I'm chuffed with that. I'm absolutely stoked with the fact that we managed to get that result. Oh, by the way, the Scottish Trophy Cup, we got knocked out in the semi-final to Hearts, which again was a very frustrating game. Right in between, well, not right in between, but right in amongst those games leading up to the Europa League knockout. So yeah, that was a bit upsetting. But where is that game? No, it was no, we lost in the quarterfinals to St Mirren. I don't ignore me. I'm completely wrong. 2-3 loss, and yeah, that was pretty bad. XG suggested we should win, and we didn't. Don't know where the idea of Hearts came from, but £1.3 million worth of budget. What's the wage looking like? Just 8k, mate. Look, I mean, we're building a stadium, by the way. I forgot to mention that. That is in the plan. Don't know why. We've got a 50,000 capacity stadium right now, and we don't ever fill it. I mean, the only times we ever fill it is when we versus Rangers and Celtic. See, look at that, both sold out. But if you look at the game against Aberdeen, 7,000. I mean, we're getting more numbers than we did last season and the season before that, but still, you expect to see, I don't know, I don't think there's need for a new stadium. But anyway, that's the end of the season, boys and girls. I sneezed, so I paused my recording. Hopefully it didn't come through. But yeah, good season. Transfers coming next season. Hopefully we can get into the Champions League, Europa Conference League. Obviously European football, a huge highlight. But we need to actually make sure that at least we get to that knockout stage of either Europa League or the Champions League. If we get into it, actually Champions League, we're definitely not getting into the knockout stages. But hopefully we can get into the Europa League knockout stages if we go down there. But Champions League would be good too. No matter what, we can't lose. But transfers are going to have to come our way. Centre back, I reckon. Right wing, probably CDM. Sorry, Bannon. I feel so bad dropping you, but it's got to be done. Thank you guys so much for watching the series. Smash the like button if you're enjoying it so far. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will see you all later.